Hello. I would like to talk with you about this. If you can't hear it, let me show you. These are rattles. These are made to attract fish under the water and make a lot of noise. It's very efficient for when you're fishing for pike and other big predatory fish in either cold water or murky water. And I'm a huge fan of it, and it's been very successful with it. But I have not been successful with it tied directly on my flies. It works for a period until it starts to get loose. As you can see here, I'm just clamping onto the rattle. And I know for a fact I've tied this securely on with a lot of glue and stuff, but sooner or later it starts to move. And that's just a start to a catastrophe, so to speak. It's gonna ruin the fly. The fly is gonna die very soon. So what I have come up with is a detachable rattle that I can put right in front here on the fly, either on a swivel or directly on the leader if you want to. So it's just sitting here with a fly snap and on a piece of leader, and that's about it. It sits here in front. It's never gonna break off. I haven't tried where it's get bitten off or destroyed by the fish. And as you can see here, it's just tying thread and some glue, but you can also use some shrink tubing to make it even stronger and more durable for the fish teeth. So let me show you how I tie these or make these. Before we begin, I'm gonna put all the materials that I use for this down in the description below, so you can find it there. Otherwise this can take a while, but first I will take one of these. This is a double barrel crimp, so it has two holes, and I'm gonna put a piece of leader material that matches the thickness of the hole. And again, I'm gonna write down in the description with the sizes and so on. Then I'm gonna take a hook snap, size medium. And the most crucial part here is to be sure that the leader material can go through the eye of the hook snap. Then I'm gonna take follow the leader material back through the double crimp and tighten it up, but remember to leave a good size eye of the leader. And then I'm gonna take this. It's a special clamp for crimps, and it has this concave form, and that's gonna make it easier for the rattle to have some support to lay down on. And there, clamp it. There we go. And nip it off. So this is the base, and then it's probably hard to see, but the crimp now has a concave, so then it's gonna be easier to tie in the rattle. And I can say this is the Bauer power rattle, and it's very important that it's not made of glass, because glass is gonna break very easily. So gonna take like this right here, and I'm gonna use some GSP thread, a thick one, take some turns, make sure it sits there, so we create a base to tie in the rattle. You can also see this type of rattle has this tie-in point. And then we're gonna make some loose wraps. Make sure it sits where I want it to sit. Tighten it. And then we're gonna do a lot of wrapping. Not too hard, otherwise you risk breaking the rattle. So there we go. Then I'm gonna take my we've finished, if I can get it out here. So we've finished the whole thing here. Be careful you don't tangle up the hook snap. There we go. Tighten up. Tighten the thread. Cut off the bobbin thread there and the tag end. And then I'm gonna take some glue. I like to use Liquid Fusion. It's a strong glue, but it's also soft. There we go. So, there we have it. Very easy, very quick to tie or make, whatever you want to say, call it. And then just, hang it to dry for maybe half an hour, and then it's ready to be fished with. So, just gonna hang it to dry. I'm just gonna use the jars in my tying vise. So, just to demonstrate, we have the fly here. With this type of attaching a system, swivel or whatever, find the eye of it. Oops. Quite difficult to do when I also have to be able to ensure that you can see. There we go. And just but I actually think you get the idea. There we go. Now it sits there in front. This is a very strong solution for a detachable rattle for your flies. And that was about it. I've caught a pretty good amount of fish on this and dragged it through a lot of weeds. And this is the prototype, the first one that I've made, and it hasn't broken yet, so I'm very pleased with that, and I've used it for some months now. So yeah, that was it. Hope to see you. Bye bye.